Hey everybody, this is going to be some training for our team primarily, but I also want to make it where it's something that we can show to our clients as well, to kind of get to know Lancaster, Palmdale, and kind of see how really easy it is that you do not need GPS most of the time for Lancaster, Palmdale, how it's laid out. So I'll try to make it as simple. This map looks a bit messy, but hopefully we'll make it as simple as possible for you. So Avenue A is Roseman or Kern County. And then all the way down, it actually goes down to Avenue W. I've been over at Avenue W before, but it goes from that to that roughly. And then also it goes from, let's say 50th Street West to 150th Street East, give or take. But this is all the streets, how it's mapped out, because we have a flat town for the most part. There's not much hills or mountains or anything. So it's gridded out very nicely. I've actually been asked before, why do we have a street called Division? And the simple way is it's the dividing street. So this red line right here is Division. It divides east side of town from the west side of town. So it's really simple to know where you are in town based on where you are based on Division. Are you west of Division or east of Division? Then you're on east or west. The other thing to note real quick, as far as our south borders go, we are in Palmdale, Acton, Santa Clarita, then down into Sylmar or San Fernando. And then if we're going north, we're going to go into Roseman, Tehachapi, or even Bakersfield if you keep going north, as far as our overall location. Addresses for streets that run, let's see, streets that run north and south. It took me a second there. So streets that run north and south have a five-digit address. 45200, for example, is Avenue I. 45200 is Avenue I. 44400 is Avenue J. 43600 is Avenue K. So I put those on here just to have an idea, to give you an idea, but that's consistent throughout the mapping. And when you look at the numbers, what's different or how do they spread out? And it's pretty simple actually. If you don't even have these memorized, I have these memorized, but if you don't have these memorized, you can actually look at every 800. This pen's not working real well, but 800, there's a gap. There's 800 from one to the other to the other. And if you keep going down all these different letters, you'll find that it's going to be an 800 count gap from one letter to the other. They're also 1 mile apart. So H is a mile from I, from a mile from J, and a mile from Avenue K. So it's really simple. If we're sitting here on Avenue P today, which we are, we're at Rancho Vista Boulevard and Avenue P is the same street. I could say from Avenue K, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5 miles south of Avenue K. It's really simple to know that. Also, if we're looking about east and west, our office is located right here on about 15th Street West and Avenue P or Rancho Vista Boulevard. And it's really simple to know because our address is 1401 West Rancho Vista Boulevard. That puts us just a little bit east of 15th Street West. And 15th, there is a street along here, the back of the mall, that's 15th Street West. That'll tell you 1401. The four-digit number will show us how far east and west we are. So the 1400 block puts us right at 14th Street West. So I put a couple other addresses on here just as samples. I made them up. So 1801 West Avenue K. Well, I don't know where that is. I don't know where town is. I just moved here, or I've not driven around a lot. It's really simple because it's a 4-digit address. Tells us exactly how far east or west it is. And then if it says west, then we know it's west. So 1801 West Avenue K, all I have to do is find Avenue K on the west side. This is 20th right here. So that property address is literally just right here. So I know exactly where it is, just with the street number. I don't need to know anything else. Same with this address. Let's do another one. 1250 West Avenue L. Or East Avenue L, 1250 East Avenue L. So that's going to be on the east side. I did that wrong earlier. That's the wrong side of town for our office. East Avenue L, 1250 East Avenue L. So there's Avenue L. Here's 10th Street. So that property is going to be about right here, give or take. And our office is going to be over here, this part of town. So anyway, so 1250, 4-digit address shows us how far east and west the property is. And a 5-digit address will tell you how far north or south. This one's a little bit more difficult if you don't have it committed to memory or something like that, which most people aren't going to do. Our agents on our team will have that committed to memory. Mike and I drill on that all the time. We laugh about it, but this is knowing Lancaster very, very well. So for example, again, Avenue I is 452. So I know if the address is 45210 something, then I'll know that that's what it is. What else do I need to show you on here? Oh, Lancaster Boulevard and Palmdale Boulevard. So Lancaster Boulevard is right in between I and J. Technically, it would be I-8, but it's not. There's Lancaster Boulevard, and then Palmdale Boulevard is right here between Q and R. That'll give you an idea of too of where the cities are. And Avenue N, generally speaking, is the divider between Lancaster and Palmdale. Not always, not in every circumstance, but about that. And then, of course, east and west divides that. Lancaster on the east side stops, Lancaster Boulevard stops at about 50th. So does the city itself. There's not much city of Lancaster beyond 50th Street East. In Palmdale, that number is more around 70th Street East or so, somewhere around in here, where Palmdale ends. And then also there's an area called Lake Los Angeles out here. That starts at about 150th Street East. Now what happens is here, when you're going further and further east, pretty soon the 4-digit number doesn't work, or if you're further and further west as well. But we have more town of it is on the west side, or on the east side. So east side, if this number was 12505, now that's a 5-digit number. It just means it's going to be on 125th Street East in Lancaster or Palmdale. So in a nutshell, that's it. Knowing our cities. I don't know if you have any other questions on that, what might be something in particular you'd have, but feel free to hit me up on Facebook or on YouTube and let me know what you think.